Hey, welcome back to the Debt Sucks podcast. I'm Ben Matthews, your friendly neighborhood bankruptcy attorney, and today we're talking about something that's been slowly stealing your soul for years while you were too busy answering emails after dinner to notice. Your time. The hours, the evenings, the weekends that vanish somewhere between just one more shift and how is it already Sunday night? Because here's the part nobody puts on the credit card commercial. Debt doesn't just take your money, it takes your life. It takes your nights when your kid's talking to you and you're nodding, but mentally running budget math like it's a hostage negotiation. It takes your weekends because you're either working, recovering from work, or bracing yourself for Monday like it's an incoming storm. Debt turns people into hamsters on a wheel. Work, crash, repeat. And that someday you keep promising yourself, the trip, the business, the breathing room, spoiler alert, someday never shows up because you sold it, financed it, leased it away for a car you're already bored with, and a couch currently holding a permanent Cheeto dust stain. So today we're talking about time control wealth, not time management, because color coding your calendar doesn't help if you don't actually own your time in the first place. This is about getting your life back before another year disappears into, I'll deal with it later. So let's dig in, and this one might sting a little. All right, reality check time. I've filed about 1,000 bankruptcies, and you know what they all have in common? People who never did the time math because it was way too late. Because when you finance that car, that couch, that phone, you just didn't sign a loan. You signed a contract selling chunks of your future life for something you wanted on a Tuesday. And nobody calculates the cost in hours. So let's do it right now. You financed $30,000 for a car at 7% over 5 years. Payment? About $5.94 a month. Sounds reasonable, adult, responsible even. But if you make $25 an hour after taxes, that payment costs you 24 hours of work every single month. That's 3 full 8-hour days gone, just so the car can sit in the parking lot depreciating like produce. Do that for 5 years, you just traded 180 days of your life, 6 actual months of existence, for a vehicle that'll be worth $12,000 after you paid $35,000 for it. And that's just the car. Now stack the rest. Credit cards, student loans, $40 a month phone payments, the finance mattress because apparently you deserve better sleep while working overtime to afford the mattress. You're working the first half of every month just to pay for stuff you already own. Stuff sitting in your house, aging, breaking, or collecting dust next to a Peloton you rode twice. You're paying rent on your past. I had a client finance a $4,000 riding lawnmower at 18% interest over 4 years because he didn't want to waste weekends mowing. So instead, he worked an extra 4 hours a month for 4 years to pay for the mower. He traded 192 hours of life to save maybe 150 hours of mowing. That math doesn't math. But he didn't realize that until he was in my office filing Chapter 7. That's the trap. You think you're working for your future, but most days you're working for decisions past you made while saying, I'll figure it out later. Well, it's later, and you're still on the clock paying for it. So what does it look like when you actually have time control? Let me guess. You're on a beach, drink in hand, laptop closed, passive income rolling in while you stare thoughtfully at the ocean like a retirement commercial. Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about. That's Instagram fantasy land. Time control in the real world looks way less sexy and way more powerful. It looks like this. Your calendar has actual white space. You're not playing Tetris with your life every week, sliding commitments around, canceling dinner, telling friends next time for the 4th time in a row. You've got margin, breathing room. You can actually be present in your own life. You're sitting at dinner with your family, and your brain is there too. Not running budget math, not stressing about overtime, not calculating how many hours Tuesday cost you. You make choices because you want to, not because you're financially cornered. You're not taking the soul-sucking job because it pays $3 more an hour. You're not wincing when your kid asks about a field trip. That's time control. Not flashy, not postable, but real freedom. And here's the part that irritates people. You can't buy it. You can't life hack it. You can't manifest it with a vision board and a scented candle. You have to build it brick by brick, dollar by taking your time back from the debt that's been quietly stealing it for years. How to start taking your time back. All right, let's get tactical because motivation is cute, but math is what changes behavior. So step one, calculate the time cost of your debt. Pull up your debts, all of them. Credit card, car loans, student loans, that furniture you're still paying for even though your dog ate half the sectional and the other half squeaks. For each one, write down your monthly payment, your hourly wage after taxes, how many work hours that payment costs you. Then total it up. Yeah, that number. That's how many hours of your life you're currently renting out to decisions past you made while feeling optimistic, confident, and completely unsupervised. Now, if that feels overwhelming, if your nervous system just whispered, absolutely not, we're not doing that today, start smaller. Pick one debt, just one. Do the math on the car or the credit card or the mattress you financed like it was a luxury yacht. Because here's what I've seen happen over and over. Once you see the time cost on one, you want to see them all. You can't unsee it. And when the numbers stop being dollars and start being chunks of your actual life, well, that's usually the moment people get just mad enough to finally change it. Step two, identify your time thief debt. Now, not all debt hits the same. Your mortgage, unless you bought a mansion to impress people you secretly hate, probably fine. But that $8,000 credit card at 22% costing you $160 a month minimum? Time thief. You're basically working part-time for a bank that doesn't even know your birthday. Car payment eating 30% of your take-home? It's time thief. 3 streaming services when you only watch one? Many time thieves. Death by subscription. Rank them by time stolen or stress created. Then pick the one that irritates your soul the most. That's your first target. And yes, mathematically highest interest matters. But rage at your own past decisions is way more motivating than saving $47.13 on a spreadsheet. So step 3, create a time buyback plan. You're buying your time back permanently. Let's use that $8,000 car. If you're paying $200 a month, payoff is roughly 5 years with interest. Just add $100 extra, you cut the payoff to about 2.5 to 3 years and save thousands in interest. And when it's gone, you free up $200 a month. If you net $20 an hour, that's 10 hours of life back every month, 120 hours a year, 3 full work weeks of your life returned to sender. Math checks out, and it's beautiful. Yeah, but where do I find $100? Well, let's check the statement. $60 cable package, $40 coffee runs, eating out 4 times instead of twice. There's your $200, hiding in plain sight like financial camouflage. I'm not saying never enjoy life. I'm saying make the trade consciously. Before spending, ask, is this worth my time? Because right now you're bleeding hours, unconsciously. Step 4, stop creating new time thieves. While you're paying debt down, stop adding more. Before financing anything, do the time math. This $2,000 couch at $75 a month, is that worth 4 extra work hours every month for 3 years? Maybe yes. But decide with your eyes open and start protecting your time now, not after debt. Block one evening a week, one weekend morning. No productivity, no overtime, no errands. Protect it like a court date. Ben, I don't have time for that. It's exactly why you need it. You're retraining yourself to value time again. Step 5, track your time freedom number. Every month calculate how many work hours cover your debt payments. Write it down. Watch it drop. Month 1, 60 hours. Month 12, 48 hours. Month 24, 35 hours. You're literally watching yourself buy your life back. And when you kill that $8,000 card, there's that 10 hours a month again, 120 hours a year, 3 work weeks annually, forever. When you finally hit zero, that's not just debt-free, that's time-control wealth. Your paycheck is yours. Your calendar reflects your priorities, not your obligations. See, that's real freedom. That's the kind where you own your own time, and your time doesn't own you. All right, let's clear out some of the greatest hits, the stuff people tell me right before they stay stuck for another 5 years. I need to make more money, not spend less. Cool. More money helps. But if you're spending every dollar you make, plus a few guest appearances from dollars you don't make, more income just funds bigger debt. I've watched people double their salary and still feel broke because they upgraded their life faster than their paycheck could breathe. New car, bigger house, nicer, I deserve this purchases. You can't out earn bad money habits. That's like trying to fill a bathtub while the drain's wide open. But I deserve to enjoy my life now. Absolutely you do. But let me ask you something uncomfortable. Are you actually enjoying it? Or are you spending money to cope with the stress of the debt you already have? Because retail therapy hits different when it's followed by payment anxiety. That's not enjoyment. That's a coping mechanism with a billing cycle. Real enjoyment is presence, space, breathing room, not checking your bank app before ordering appetizers. Oh, this is going to take forever. Yeah, it might take a few years. But here's the plot twist. Those years are passing anyway. You can spend the next 3 years exactly like the last 3, stressed, tired, working to pay for past you decisions, and wake up in the exact same spot. Or you can spend the next 3 years intentionally buying your time back. Same calendar, same years, different outcome. It's your choice. Here's what time control wealth actually gives you. It's not about never working again. It's about working for something instead of working because Visa said so. It's your calendar reflecting your priorities, not your payment schedule. It's being able to say, you know what, I'm taking Friday off, and not immediately opening a calculator like you're defusing a bomb. It's your kid asking you to play, and you can actually stop and play because your brain isn't off in the corner running budget projections like a stressed out accountant. That's wealth. True wealth. Not the Instagram laptop on the beach nonsense, but the kind where you own your own time and your life actually feels like it belongs to you.
Hey, let's get real for a sec. The Debt Sucks plan, it's awesome. It works. But not everyone has the time or the patience to chip away at their financial Mount Everest. Maybe you're drowning right now, like creditors calling your grandma, paycheck gone before it lands, sleepless nights counted drowning. Sound familiar? Listen, you don't have to white knuckle your way through this alone. Instead of spending years battling debt $1 at a time, I've got you. Bankruptcy isn't a failure, it's a fresh start. And sometimes hitting reset is the smartest thing you can do. At my law firm here in South Carolina, we take the time to listen to your story and help you figure out if bankruptcy is the right choice for you. No pressure, no judgment, just straight answers and real solutions. And if you don't live in South Carolina, don't worry. I can connect you with a trusted attorney in your state. Wherever you are, help is closer than you think. So if you're ready to stop the stress and start fresh, visit debtsucks.info to share a little about your situation or call my office for a free consultation. Let's find your path forward together, because sometimes you don't need a plan, you need a damn lifeline. Let me be that lifeline.
All right, here's your move this week. Pull up your debts, all of them. Write the monthly payments. Calculate your after-tax hourly wage. Be honest, not optimistic. Do the math. How many hours a month are you working just to pay for past you? Pick one debt, just one, to attack first. Cut or reduce one expense this month and throw it at that target. That's it. You're not fixing everything this week. You're just taking the first step toward buying your time back. Because here's the truth. If your money owns your calendar, you don't fully own your life. But you can take it back. Slowly, intentionally, permanently. And it starts now. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for hanging out with me on Debt Sucks. Look, adulting is hard. Debt just shows up, kicks the door in, eats your snacks, and makes it harder. But you don't have to stay stuck there. If this episode hit home, if it makes you think or cringe or open your banking app with one eye closed, do me a favor. Share it with someone you're building life with. Leave a review and tell people why this matters. Because that's how this message spreads beyond just you and me. Hit subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. And if this was helpful or made sense or gave you that little oh damn moment, tap the like button. Hey, and if you're feeling bold, post about it. Share it. Tell your people what you're working on financially. Because when more people start talking honestly about money, shame loses its grip and progress gets easier. Now go do the math and then start taking your life back.